There are many reasons you might want to stay away from anything electrical, but the thought of getting electrocuted is enough to send most people running in the opposite direction. Animals, on the other hand, don't know how dangerous electricity can be and end up suffering the consequences without even realizing it until it's too late. These 10 videos capture some of the worst moments animals get electrocuted. You may never look at your outlets or appliances the same way again. Welcome to Animals Wow TV. Take a fast glance at these animals getting electrocuted for simply being curious and unaware. Let's get started. This bobcat became puzzled in the city and did end up mounting a utility pole. An electric company operator attempts to retrieve the feline from the summit of the electric line, but I'm not certain how he'll do it with the long stick he's carrying. He softly prods the bobcat with it to urge him to get back down, but the animal seems terrified. But after several pushes, he starts to move down, his paws gripping the pole hard. So far, so good, and the cat leaps to the floor and is secure, and well, after some moments. It's fantastic to see that the operation went off without a hitch. The animal is perched atop an electric line when he abruptly backflips and crashes onto the crane that is attempting to assist him. The cat hops onto the rooftop and disappears as the crane controller starts to descend the crane. As a result, I'm not convinced if the backward somersault was prompted by a shock or if the cat simply wanted to surprise bystanders. But I believe that if there was a shock, the feline would not have landed on the roof in such a manner. It's as if the cat senses this fence has an electric charge going through it, which is why he's moving so cautiously. He's halfway across the fence when he receives the shock of his existence and flees in an instant. The shock just accelerated his progress. This wild cat was standing next to an electric fence, and the moment he comes into contact with it, he scrambles out of that one. An elephant was discovered lifeless after being electrocuted by a fence guarding a mango field while searching for food. Locals discovered the animal lying on the floor in Prachuapkhirikan, southern Thailand. The incident was reported to park officials who came to check the grown-up elephant, discovering burn injuries on its trunk. As proof, authorities seized an electric generator and summoned the proprietors of a neighboring mango orchard to ask them about the electric fence. Komsak Sitari, 30, and Shamrath Moyai, 29, reportedly conceded to using electric fences, but are unsure if the animal was killed by theirs because there are others in the location. The officers had the veterinary group examine and take the elephant's parts for a post-mortem analysis to determine the cause of death. The owners would be punished if the findings proved that the animal was electrified. A monkey rescued the life of another monkey after he became unresponsive after being stung by electrical wires in Kanpur, India's northernmost region. The monkey was injured while wandering on high-tension lines near the city's train station. The monkey collapsed on the rails and fell unconscious, while another monkey rushed to its aid and attempted to resuscitate it by striking, pinching, and submerging it in water. After more than 20 minutes, the motionless monkey began moving and exhibiting indications of life. A throng of people gathered on the railway station to photograph and film the courageous effort. Bystanders clapped and praised as the monkey was resurrected. Some consider the enormous population of monkeys in most Indian cities to be an inconvenience. However, conservationists argue that the cause for the massive numbers is due to the growth of settlements. Who thinks that only cats have 9 lives? If you're one of them, you're definitely wrong. A bird got extremely close to a transformer and was electrified before plummeting to the floor. The birdie appears to be dead, but when the camera gets closer, it can be spotted moving around. Surprisingly, the bird proceeds to rise up before immediately expanding its wings and flying away. In a tragic, or rather disturbing occurrence, a male leopard mounted an electric pole and was electrified. The enormous feral cat's body was discovered intertwined in cables, as shown in the photographs that made headlines in the news. The heartbreaking episode transpired in the Malaram Forest region when a leopard wandered into a human territory. Locals assumed that the cat had left the forest searching for food. The snake ascended an electric pole and then received such a tremendous jolt of electricity that the 10-foot snake dropped directly to the ground from a height of 25 feet. When it came in contact with the live wire, an explosion can be observed on the electric line in this video that went viral. Even though the animal did not die as a result of the electrical discharge, it was severely injured in the mouth. A humorous clip of a donkey chuckling at a dog that got zapped after going near an electric fence was published on TikTok. The video shows two women escorting two boxer dogs on leashes and pausing at an electric fence to greet a few domesticated animals standing on the other side. The boxers gingerly approached the animals as near as they could without hitting the barrier, but appeared to have reached it with its nose, and we can only guess how stunned he must have been. A driver in Muskegon captured an unanticipated mishap on his dashboard camera, but it wasn't the sort you'd think to see on the road. A YouTube video depicts what happened when a goose came in contact with an electrical wire, leading the goose to roast and shutting down the electricity in the entire neighborhood. In the clip, the vehicle reaches a red light and decelerates to come to a complete stop. As the driver draws to a standstill, a burst of light can be seen as the electricity surges over the automobile. Apart from the goose, which appears to fall into the scene from above, no one appears to be hurt in the occurrence. Not all heroes wear capes, and these guys are among them. A couple of young gentlemen took it upon themselves to resurrect a small squirrel. According to reports, the little squirrel electrocuted itself on some electric wires near Cartagena, Colombia. When these individuals observed the catastrophe, they raced to aid the small animal. The previously inert squirrel begins to breathe again after a few minutes of repeated but gentle rousing. The animal was terrified, yet unharmed. A bear in Arizona survived a near-fatal power outage after becoming entangled on a utility pole. According to a company lineman, the electricity was promptly turned off so the animal would not be harmed. He then did go up in a pail lift and tried to shove the bear down with an 8-foot fiberglass rod. He even attempted to converse with it. The bear ultimately got down and rushed out into the desert after clutching and chewing the stick many times. And there you have it. Electrocution is one of the most unpleasant ways for animals to die. The animals featured are unaware creatures who are just doing their thing, but encountered something that would change their lives forever. I hope this video was educational and entertaining at the same time. What are your thoughts regarding these facts? Would you want to see more features related to this video alone? If so, share what you think down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear it from you. Alright, that's it for today, guys. We really appreciate you making it up to the end of this video. And also, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. And while you're here, why don't you check out the other animal videos that we've got available? Thanks for watching. See you next time.